Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mad Zach here, bringing you episode 5 of Franchise Mode in Montreal. Now, in this video, we will sim year 3, go through it all, and in case you missed the last video, we picked up John Carlson from free agency, and we also drafted a few new players, including Brandon Darby, a goalie who we drafted in the second round, and Joe Veleno, a new center prospect. And there was also another player called Nicholas Janssen that was a mystery because I didn't know I had another second round pick. Now, the reason why we got him anyways and I didn't pick him is because I pressed sim to the next round and not sim to the next draft pick. So that's the reason why I rechecked my footage, and that was the easy explanation to why we got this guy. So here we go, year 3. I'm expecting a lot of waiver claims. I've tried to do this video a few times and I kept failing, but I've seen a few waiver claim pickups. I'm not going to spoil any of them. Hopefully we'll get them so you guys can see. And we'll sim through the preseason here, and we'll keep going. So talking about waiver claims, today there was a bunch of waiver claim players. Is it Seth Griffith that went to Toronto? There's Mike Condon that went to Pittsburgh. Parento went to New Jersey, just to name a few there. So it's pretty cool news in the NHL. The teams are ready to go starting tomorrow, so that's pretty exciting. For this simulation year, I'm not expecting much still. I'm expecting a little boost of wins, obviously. Hopefully we can maybe win double our games. That would be great. And hopefully we do a better job than we did in the last 2 years, which we should. I don't see how we can be worse. But we picked up Carlson, which is a huge help. And we're going to slow sim the first game versus Ottawa in the regular season. See how it goes. It doesn't look good so far for the preseason. And we will go without a win, probably. Yeah, no wins in the preseason. Just kind of disappointing, but we'll see what happens here against Ottawa in our first game of the season. In our third year, here we go. So Brassard versus Patrick on the face-off circle, and after the first period, it is tied. Bobby Ryan and Jacob De La Rose. So that's good. Second period, still no score. I'm going to slow sim it so we could see if we can take it. A power play there, nothing there. And hopefully we can win. No, Mike Hoffman says no. 2-1 Ottawa, and they got a power play now. And Kyle Turris scores as well. So it's 3-1. I don't think we're going to win. We actually got one back by Burmistrov, but we'll take a 3-2 loss in our first game of the year. That's probably our best first game of the year, honestly, that we had. So now it's the simming part, boys. I'm not going to sim and stop in every game. Obviously not. I'm not going to sim at every win neither, because we're probably going to win more than a handful of games. And if a waiver claim pickup shows up, I will stop. And if at the halfway point of the season, I will stop as well so we can see the stats. So I'll be right back, and I'll sim through. So here's our first waiver pickup of the year, Ryan Graves from the New York Rangers, 78 overall. I believe he's 23 years of age. Potential is AHL top 2, and defensive defenseman. We will claim him, bring him to the Montreal Canadiens, and we will call him up. As you guys can see, our record so far, 3-9-2. Which isn't horrible compared to the other starts we've had. So I'm going to call up Ryan Graves, and he will slot, I believe, on our third pair. Just one sec. Let's call him up. All right, edit lines. Let's see what happens when I do best lines here. Best lines. This Burmistrov and Zykov thing, I don't know yet. And there he is, Ryan Graves, defensive defenseman, left shot, which he can play there. Järvenen's also a left shot, so hopefully we can get a right defenseman maybe in waiver claims. And there you go, John Carlson is there, and we will keep the simming going, and I will see you if we pick up somebody else. Well, I guess they heard me, because literally not a game after, Mark Fane is a waiver claim player. He's a right shot defenseman, which is perfectly what we need right now. And we will claim Mark Fane. He will start his first game against the Bruins. I'm pretty sure he's going to slot with Ryan Graves. I'm ecstatic that we're going to have good defensemen on our team. And by good, I mean NHL caliber, obviously. So we get to send down Mr. Gleason here. Call up Mark Fane. There we go. Go to our lines. And we're going to best it. Best lines right there. And they still got Järvinen. Did Graves get hurt? Okay, Graves got hurt, so that makes sense for now, I guess. So they got him on the second pair with Ryan Murphy. That's also good because I got an offense and a defensive defenseman together, which is good. Willette's right there, 80 overall, and Järvinen's playing for now. But Willette will get back his spot once Graves comes back, I think. And anyways, we're going to keep going. 2 waiver pickups so far, 2 defensemen. Our defense top 6 are now, everybody's over 75 overall, which is a huge improvement. And I will see you when something else happens. Hopefully a waiver claim forward. Maybe not setting myself up, but I'm really hoping. And I will see you when something else happens. All right, guys, we got a huge waiver claim pickup here. Colton Sissons from the Nashville Predators, center, 81 overall. He's 25. He's a top 9 forward. He's definitely going to come on our team. I'm really excited to have Colton Sissons on our team, especially with all the young centers we have in the future. He could definitely be a third-line, fourth-line center. Unfortunately, I think he's going to have to take Patrick's spot, which I don't think it's a horrible thing. There he is. Okay, I got to bring a player down. Who am I going to bring down? I think right wingers, yeah. Walker's coming down. Okay, so Colton Sissons is in Montreal now. He's one of our best players for sure. If I do best lines, he should be on the top. Yep, there he is. So this I don't mind doing. Now they got Delarose up there. So Delarose, Sissons, and Marchand. I don't mind seeing that, actually. I'll put Lear and Nolan Patrick together. I'll keep Burmistrov there because he's a sniper. And our defense has changed a little bit. I'm going to do that and that. There we go. So our team is set up now. We got Colton Sissons from the Nashville Predators, which is huge. He's already got 6 points this year in 16 games. So hopefully he can put up numbers for us. And I will see you when somebody else happens. Somebody else happens, of course. I will see you when something else happens. There we go. And it's actually rare because Sissons, when I said earlier that I tried it a few times and I kept messing up, I never got Colton Sissons. So this is literally the first time, which is pretty exciting. So I will see you when something else happens. Hopefully another waiver player. We already got 3, which I think is the most we've had in a year. And we're only 18 games into the season. So hopefully we get somebody else. Okay, guys, this is ridiculous. Literally the game after I got another waiver claim player. This time is Trevor Van Riemsdyk from the Canucks. Now, Van Riemsdyk is not a 77 overall. I believe he's a little bit higher than that. I think he's like an 81 overall player usually in GM mode or franchise mode, whatever you want to call it. So we got 7 defensemen now that are NHL caliber. I'm going to call him up, see where he slots in. I think it's good for Järvinen, who will finally get to grow a little bit maybe in the AHL, which is great. So Trevor Van Riemsdyk is in. He's 81 overall, so he helps our D-core right away. And Colton Sissons went up too. He's now an 82 overall, which is great. Best lines. And so we got Van Riemsdyk now with Murphy, Willette, and Fane. That's okay. The only thing is I got 2 right defensemen here that I'm not too fond about. But that's fine. We got Graves here as a backup, and that's pretty exciting. So how was Colton Sissons doing? Only 1 assist, but that actually was only 1 game, so I guess it makes sense. So 4 waiver claim players. This video is pretty much what it's going to be, just waiver claim players and improving our team like that. So I'll keep it going. Like I said, we're only 20 games into the season already. So we're going to keep going. We're going to get to 41 halfway through the season, and I will see you guys there unless another waiver player would come, which at this point that would not surprise me. Well, guys, that's number 5. Chris Weidman, Pittsburgh Penguins. 28 years old, offensive defenseman, sorry. He's a right shot. I'm going to claim him, and that'll have to do for Ryan Graves on our team already. I'm going to send Graves down to the AHL, and we'll see where Weidman slots in for now. Our defense overall is already 88 overall, which is ridiculous. We started it at 80 overall, I think, maybe, this year. So Ryan Graves is going to go down to the AHL. He's going to help a lot there. Probably going to help the growth of Mr. Brandon Darby, who's right there. And if we go do the lines now, this will be interesting for sure. See who goes where. Best lines, defense. So they got Wideman here with Trevor Van Riemsdyk and Murphy and Fane. So now we got 5 right shot defensemen, and Wallet's not playing. I don't know how I like that. I'll keep it that way for now. We'll see what happens. So we're going to move on. That's waiver pickup number 5 of the episode, I'm pretty sure. Van Riemsdyk was 4. Yeah, okay, number 5, which is crazy. And if you guys keep noticing my record, it doesn't change by much. It just changes by a game or two, which is crazy. So we'll keep going. I might stop it, like not too. We'll keep going. I mean, this is crazy. So the waiver claim number 6 is Esa Lindell. Now, this is actually huge. He's 24 years old. He's a left shot defense, which we desperately need. And he has a potential of a low top 4 defenseman, which is great. So now I can put left shot defense back. First game will be against Edmonton. And welcome to Montreal for sure, Mr. Lindell. Now I have to make a decision here because I have to send down another defenseman because the amount of defensemen I get in this video is crazy. I kind of want to keep Ouellet up there because he's a left shot. So I got to bring down one of these guys. I think I'll bring down Mark Fane because he's a two-way. Yeah, I'll risk it. I'll bring Mark Fane down. There we go. Did he get claimed? He did not get claimed, which is okay. Best lines for now. Is it going to... Okay, it still brings me there. Perfect. All right, so Lindell will play with Van Riemsdyk. Murphy and Ouellet are back together. Wideman and Carlson are playing together. Is Schlemko out? Okay, Schlemko's hurt. So Wideman, I think, is going to be the 7th defenseman, which is fine. One thing that's going to suck, though, is my stats for my defensemen are going to be all over the place, but you can't really do anything about it, obviously. So we're going to keep Simmons. Waiver claim number 6 is Esa Lindell. Hopefully he can contribute to our future, and I'll see you when something else happens. Waiver claim number 7, Jonas Littinen from Nashville as well. Left defense shot, 23 years of age, 7th defenseman, 7D potential. I'm going to claim him just so we can put him in the AHL for now, and he'll help the growth there for sure to Brandon Darby, I would believe. I'm just going to edit lines real quick. Put him on the team for St. John's, and we'll see where he slots in. There he is. Littinen is playing with Fane, and Graves is right there. So we claimed so many defensemen in this video. It's unbelievable, really. How long is Schlemko out for? He must be out for a little bit. That's okay. We got backups, and that's fine. We're going to keep going. 7 waiver claim pickups, boys. 7. And we're 30 games into the season. This is ridiculous at this point. I still hope we get forwards. That's really what I want. And I will see you when the next player happens or whatever. But this is ridiculous. Like I'm saying to you guys, I will see you when the next waiver claim happens. Because that's literally what's been happening in this video. And I keep saying I will see you after, and that's always what happens. It's ridiculous. 7 players is crazy, especially the fact that when I did this and I messed it up a few times, it wasn't 7 players. It was like 3 or 4. So I can't believe this at 7 right now. I'll keep going, and hopefully we'll get to the halfway part of the season. And if not, I'll stop when we get a waiver claim, I guess. All right, boys, halfway through the season, we're 10, 29, and 2. Which is a big improvement from last year. Last year, we had 7 wins or 7 overtime losses. So we already, I think, have more points than we did last year, which is great. I'm going to show you guys the stats because I know a lot of people want to see that. And John Carlson leads the way, 41 points for a defenseman. That's fantastic. He's averaging a point a game, boys. Point a game for a defenseman. That's more than I can ever ask for. Brian Marchand has 35. He's doing great as well. De La Rose has 25. He's taking a goal-scoring lead this year. Jesse Morrow, second in line. Now he's in third line, has 24. We got Nolan Patrick with 20. We got Sissons with 16. We should maybe change that. because they play the same amount of games. So maybe we can put Patrick back on the first for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Lear has 15 points. Schlemko with 9. He's missed a lot of games, though. It's probably injury. Murphy 8. Willett 7. Who else we got here? Weidman has 5. Van Riemsdyk has 5. See, look at all the players I have that that played in the NHL and now are brought down. So Esa Lindell has 1 assist for us in 7 games. Mark Fane is there. Littinen is there as well. So a bunch of players that are on our team this year and they have been moved down, up and down, and changed teams and all that. That's crazy. Like it's still unbelievable to think that we got that many waiver claim players. But for this entire league stats, Ryan Getzlav and Corey Perry are back, 47 and 45 respectfully. Crosby 44, Kopitar 43, and there's John Carlson for us at 41 points, boys. John Carlson is tied to Jamie Benn. Just putting it out there. And he has more points than Giroux and Ovechkin. So Carlson is having a beast year for us. I'm pretty sure he's a big reason why we're winning games. No doubt about it. He leads defense and scoring. He beats Morgan Riley, Shea Weber, Eric Carlson, Aaron Ekblad. Anthony DeAngelo is having quite a season for Arizona. Ghost is there. Subban, Doughty. So John Carlson, keep going, buddy. Keep going. I won't stop you. In goal for this year so far, the leading goalie, the one on top is Andrew Hammond. He has 22 wins, 10 losses, and 3 shootout losses. The best stats I can see right now, there's Mrazek with 218, Talbot as well. Mr. Carey Price with 206, 17, 11, and 3, 933 goals again, save percentage, sorry. And Mike Smith is actually having a great year too, 207. So, Martin Jones, 191, 930. So the Vezina still up in the air, obviously, at this point. For the rookie skaters this year, our rookies, the top guy is Anthony DeAngelo, 30 points. And Patrick Laine and Jesse Puljujarvi are right behind them. Both 82 overall, both medium elite potential, 29 points each. Sam Steele has 22, Barbashev 21, Robbie Russo 20. So the defenseman taking over a little bit. Frana, Bertuzzi, Matthew Tkachuk's right there, 85 overall, and he's in the AHL right now. I don't know what's going on with that, but not my problem. A few more players there. Jake Bean, 15 points, and Logan Brown is also there, 13. Pavel Zacha, 12. He's actually playing with Florida right now. That's interesting. And I'm not going to keep going, guys. I really don't want to go through all the rookies and all that stuff. Although Foucault, he's playing with Carolina. That's nice to know where he is right now. And that'll do for the stats, boys. We'll keep going. We'll go for the rest of the year. Obviously, we're not a playoff team so far. I don't expect to be. If we end up being, that would be amazing. But like I said, it's probably not going to happen. So I'm going to sim through it again, and we'll see what happens. If we get another waiver claim, I'd be just out of my mind, and we will try to get to the last game of the season against the Boston Bruins. All right, guys, so we're approaching the last 5 games of the season. As you guys can see, we have 15 wins, which is doubled from what we had last year, which is really good, if you guys think so anyways. And we're going to slow sim the last game against the Bruins. Last year when we slow simmed it, we won the game. So hopefully we can get another one. We beat Tampa Bay there in overtime, which is great. The Bruins are an even team this year, 37, 37, and 7. So hopefully we can win this last game. It would really help. Just the chemistry and stuff, I guess, for the offseason. I don't know. I'm making stuff up, I guess. So here we go. First period in our last game of year 3. And we're down, but it's only by 1. Delarose gets it. Miller and Krug take the lead for them. Second period, 3-2. Nolan Patrick gets one, and David Backes gets one. So 3-2 Boston. We're going to resume the simulation here, see what happens. The Bruins are in the lead right now. Hopefully we can get a power play or something, get us a goal to tie it up maybe. 10 minutes left in the third. Oh, Bruins got a power play. Did not capitalize. We got one. Hey, we capitalized. Sweet. Ryan Murphy. And then Seth Griffith, the new member of the Toronto Maple Leafs, gets the goal. And that looks like it'll be it, unless we get one. No, Riley Nash, I'm pretty sure. That's not Rick, is it? No, it's Riley Nash. I actually want to know. Is it Rick or Riley? Where is he? There he is. It's got to be Riley, right? Oh, I can't check. Shit. I think it's Riley. Anyways, doesn't matter. He only played 13 minutes anyways. If it was Rick, he would have probably played 20. So there we go. These are our final record of the year. 16, 63, and 3, which is okay. Not really, but better than our last 2 years. We're going to check our stats and check everybody's stats at the same time. Might as well. So John Carlson had the year of all years. 81 points in 82 games. How is this guy not a 90 overall right now? I do not know, but this is unbelievable. 15 goals, 66 assists, 81 points. That's remarkable. Brad Marchand, 63, 21 and 42. So Brad is keeping us up at 60 points at around every year. I'm pretty sure he had 60 last year, 66, so he went down 3 points. But, if he gets 60 points, it's a good season in this team for sure. Nolan Patrick, 45, 22 and 23. Better year than last year, 7 points more, which is good. 5 games less, too. So, Nolan Patrick, 79 overall as well, so he went up. Jesse Morrow, 73. Jacob De La Rose went down a little bit. He only had 41 points. Burmistrov had 39. Colton Sissons had 39. This is probably one of our best waiver pickups of this episode. Taylor Lear, 31. Zykov, who is a 75 overall, who we picked in the 7th round, had 19, which is okay. There's a few of our defensemen we picked up. And where is our other guy? Where is the other big pickup? There he is. S.L. Lindell, only 2 assists. 34 games this year for us. That's okay. He's going to grow, hopefully, with all the playing time he had this year for us. And let's check the entire league. Who was the leader this year? Is it a common name? It is. Corey Perry, 86 points. Does not surprise me at all. 37-49. Crosby, 83. Getzlaf, Tavares. And John Carlson, 81 points. Sam Reinhart had a hell of a year, 80 points. Ovechkin, 78. Eichel, 78. Malkin, Galchenyuk for Ottawa. Ben, Kane. So the big names are obviously on top. How about Alex Nylander from Buffalo, 18 and 55 for 73 points. That's a terrific year. He's obviously in good hands there. And Kessel, Sagan, 70. Silverberg had 69. That's pretty good. Connor McDavid, 66. He had 50 assists, though. So McDavid still being McDavid, I guess. And so there you guys have it. I don't know why I'm doing this. I wanted to check defense. Carlson led the way by 16 points. He had more assists than anybody had points on defense, which is great. Shea Weber, 65. Shattenkirk, Ekman Larson, Carlson. The obvious names, obviously. D'Angelo, though, rookie, 60 points as a defenseman. That's really good for the goalies this year. We'll see in a minute. Steve Mason is on top. He had a pretty good year, actually. 2.16. 9.27. Good year for Steve Mason. Pekka Rinne also, 2.14. And a 9.27. There's Mrazek, 9.29. 2.13. Obviously, I'm just saying numbers. These are the stats for him. And for the rookie skaters, it's probably going to be D'Angelo, I would imagine, on top. Is it? It is 60 points. Barbashev, 55. Line 51. Puljujarvi, 50. Steele, 49. So the rookies are starting there. Rookies are starting to pick it up a little bit. Didn't we draft this guy? Oh, no, this is the guy. Okay, no, this is the guy that was just taken in the draft. I remember saying his name, but we just took him in the draft. I remember that now. Never mind. You had 21 goals, though, as a defenseman. That's good. And, yeah, so there are your stats for this year. I don't know why I just went on rookie goalies. But I'll show you the awards. We'll wrap up the video and get ready for the draft and the free agency. I'll show you guys also where we're picking in the draft. Hopefully is top 3. I'll be right back and I'll show you the awards. All right, guys, so the lottery results have came in. We are picking 2nd overall this year. Columbus took the first pick away from us with their lottery win, but I'm happy taking 2nd overall. I don't care about that at all. That's fine by me. We'll check the retired players real quick, see who the big names are. Nobody from Montreal retired, which is good. So that means we get to keep all our players for now. As for the NHL, Henrik Sedin retired. Jason Spezza, Rick Nash plays with Dallas, so he did not play with Boston. Patrick Sharp, Justin Williams, just to name a few. UC Jokinen, the guy who was the leading point getter at 1 year, or close to the top anyways, retired as well. Kunitz, Fisher, Semin, Cronwall retired. And Bouwmeester as well. Parenteau, another big name out there. Johnny Boychuk's a pretty big name. So those are the retired players for this year. And yeah, so for the awards, Corey Perry wins the Art Ross. The Hart goes to Perry as well. The Norris goes to PK. That's not a good pick. I personally believe it should have been Carlson. He almost had a point a game, but whatever. Lady Bing goes to Galchenyuk. Calder goes to D'Angelo, no doubt there. Talbot wins the Conn Smythe. And the Vezina goes to Mason. Jennings as well. Brody gets to Masterson. Selke goes to Bergeron. Perry gets to Lindsay. And Ovechkin comes back and ties Corey Perry, actually. I can see it there, for the Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy. Now, you guys saw who won the Conn Smythe, so it shouldn't be a surprise to who won the cup. It is the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid gets his cup finally. His first of his career for sure. There's as well, you can see John Carlson now a 90 overall player, which is our first. Edmonton wins the cup. They beat Buffalo in the finals, so McDavid versus Eichel, nothing better than that. They also had to beat Calgary, their province rival. So they won 2 Game 7s against Winnipeg and St. Louis. Then they beat Calgary and they beat Buffalo, and that was it. So congratulations to the Edmonton Oilers on their Stanley Cup win. For the stats in the playoffs this year, Jack Eichel and Connor McDavid. And Sam Reinhart and Alex Nylander. So the kids showed up. The kids showed up in the playoffs. So, it was a good year. Edmonton played really well, for them. There's Yakupov, obviously not playing with Edmonton anymore. Still is in this GM mode, though. But that's okay. Obviously, there's nothing I can do to change it. I'm not going to trade him for him. So that's the end of the video, guys. As you guys know, we'll pick 2nd overall in the draft coming up. And we'll sign 1 free agent player, of course. And we'll see who we get. And unless the world ends, I will see you in the next video.